like a season and a half behind. Probably 2 seasons behind for real.
All this shit starting to get sleepy. I'm just ready for Tommy straight after.
Tommy shit fire.
Even this shit starting to get sleepy. Especially you need like still alive, like come on,
He should have been. Oh, he's still alive.
Exactly.
See, I stopped. But see, when I started watching this shit, when I started watching it, they was at war with each other. I thought he'd been dead.
There's party. And Lamar Jackson probably in this episode. Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens quarterback. Have you watched it already? It's kind of ugly. It sounds like I can't even explain it. It's ugly shit. But he's nice as fuck.
And no such thing as ugly rich nigga. Are they gonna show Kanan when he get older to 50 Cent? Are they gonna show him when he get older and turn it to 50 Cent?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's gonna last that long.
I think that him and me, James and
Yeah. And I'm gonna see Jukebox.
Though you haven't met Ghost yet? Or Tommy? What the fuck? Oh, this shit dragging for real. They can speed it up a little more. Oh, you met him as a teenager.
Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State.
We met him when they were teenagers.
As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into
he lucky they big on me.
Program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see,
Hope they introduced that part though. That'd be fire.
Taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land.
I just made the remote. You hit the home button or something.
For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
It's so crazy. I got your car in my parking lot too. And here I could have just did it because it's only $3 for every 3 hours.
And the Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff.
What? Because I always pay for your shit. Your shit is on my app.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
Yeah, sometimes people get away with it though.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting, winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially
all kinds of running room. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. Turns it on in midfield. And he's running in the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that one.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage, man. You want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Michigan State! What a grab and go for the score. The AT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right? They come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand in the ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. First down to start the drive after the break. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pocket starts to collapse. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Leaves it with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Quarterbacks there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
The Spartans with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sparty. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to... his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Offense set on first down. And that ball is picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. You get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That big play, a perfect example of why receivers relentlessly work on the release.
Yeah, work on that release, work on their hands getting by the DB. When I'm getting that press man and he's up in my face, man, that is a hard assignment if I don't really get my hands on the receiver. And he wins off the line of scrimmage. Quarterback finds him, sees man coverage, makes a big play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Fires toward the target. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He fires it out to the right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target. And his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Second down now after the sack. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to fire on second down. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the right. It's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The back goes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you look out there and you're, that guy is really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Got him downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Spartans are rolling down the field. Quarterback will audible. Motion from the offense. They keep attacking through the air. He's got his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give on the inside. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try. physical unit here in the second half, get this run game established.
Second down coming up.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.